Before your website is to go live, the last section to be set up is payments. To get to the payments section, click on the arrow next to settings, which will open up some submenus. Scroll down and double-click on payments. From there, go to column 1 and click once on the positive sign to open the credit card section. You'll need to go to the drop-down menu to find and select your gateway vendor. From there, information will need to be filled in. For example, if Authorize.net is your gateway vendor, they will require that a transaction key and a merchant login to be provided. Some gateway vendors will require 2 pieces of information. Some will provide more than 2 boxes of information. Every processor is different. For example, if BluePay is your credit card gateway provider, they require that a username and a password be inputted. Please note, if you're copying and pasting the information, make sure not to include any blank spaces. If you were to use Control-Z or Control-V, you don't want to end up with any extra spaces in front of or behind the characters. We have about 80 of the most popular gateways already installed. However, if you do not see your processor, they can be added. After entering in the required information, don't forget to press the Update button on the far right side to save your information. From there, you can use the negative sign to close the first column. After that information is inputted, you need to go back to the General Settings under the Settings category. Double-click and then scroll over to the Checkout tab and double-click. Scroll down and you'll notice box 2, which says Auto Process. You need to make sure that the drop-down menu is selected on No, Recommend, rather than Auto Process. If it were set to Auto Process, then every time the credit card was used in the shopping cart, it would automatically process the card. If you do that, you can no longer edit the sales order because the card has already been charged. If it's set at No Recommend, then the sales order will come to you first for review and you can approve the charge to the card. The reason why 99% of our customers do it manually is because you can make changes to the sales order. The pricing, the total, shipping, freight. Perhaps your customer decides to change his quantity, whatever the case may be. If you've already charged the card, you can still make changes. However, the credit card transaction has already taken place and cannot be changed. The customer would owe you additional money or would have a credit. Now you would have to go into your virtual terminal of your credit card processor and make those changes yourself. The only time that we would recommend auto process is if you are processing a large amount of orders each day. It just depends on how many physical orders you're processing every day. This completes the setup portion of your payments section of your business website.